Here we are. Now I'll put the music back. Put the background music back on. There we go. You like country and western music? There we go. This is actually in the game. We're in my moonshine shack. Anyway, here we are. Saturday morning. G'day Jerry, how you doing?
Good day, mate. Doing great.
I'm just thinking it's probably the music's probably too loud. I'll let me turn it down a bit further. Don't want it too loud. It's got to have some sort of music there. Oh, okay. I don't get. That's it. I get 2 slots. It's not a. Okay. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing? We got Jim, we got David, Jim, Jenny, and Dildo. So, what's everybody been doing in the last 7 days? We got Todd's not going to be with us today, unfortunately. He's actually. I got to make sure my microphone's working. Yes, it is. Good. Yeah, Todd's flying. His class, well, his flying class actually starts at 10 a.m. So he's up in the air. So, here we are, Saturday morning. I don't know where Oggy is. And of course, we got Mr. Rift there. Whereabouts are you, Slade?
What about it?
Whereabouts are you right now? In your caravan? In your mobile home?
Oh, no, I'm in Washington State.
But it's a mobile home, is it?
No, this is just a caravan.
Oh, just a caravan.
No, this is my office for now.
Okay.
It's my man cave. I can smoke and cuss.
All right, okay. And g'day, Shannon. How you doing? So what's been going on last week? The bad news we have is young Ben was readmitted into hospital last Monday. He went in for his checkup, and the doctor was not happy with the overall progress that was being made. So they decided to put him back in.
Wait, the man on the floor.
The man on the floor.
The dent in his head,
Yeah,
etc.,
yeah.
etc.
Yeah. So what I heard, or the filtered information I got, was the fact that he wasn't happy with the swelling.
The swelling on the brain. That's very dangerous.
Yeah,
actually.
that's right. He said, no, we're going to readmit him. We're going to do a drainage, everything else. They also felt that they want to do some spinal exploration as well, because they were concerned about his what do you call it, the paralysis he's got. They were expecting
could actually infect his spine, and it could.
Yeah, so a bit of bad news. It's put a bit of a damper on all everything that's been going on. As usual, you get these little down points. Sort of takes your motivation away from doing anything else, really. So you hide away in these video games and pretend the world doesn't exist, because you can't really do much else, can you? You can't fix the problem. And as an engineer, it's frustrating. Yes, you know what I mean.
You can't fix everything.
Well, I know. You got to take that. You got to take that attitude. My circle of influence is small, and that's just outside my circle of influence. But such is life. So you like the music? I don't know. You can tell me if you like the music. You don't like the music, I'll turn it off.
I can hear it.
Yeah, if you put if you listen to it on the stream, you could, yeah. They can hear it. The rest of the viewers can hear it. I think. It's low. You've been enjoying a bit of rain lately. What? Todd wasn't in your area? What are you talking about? You don't get rain unless, of course, Todd is down there. G'day, Robert. How's life down in Shah-Am? Don't forget, this is our chit-chat. We've got to have you chitting in so I can chat, You don't want me talking all morning for an hour.
Bullshit hour, he said.
Bullshit hour.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit. There's been absolutely nothing that worth what I call newsworthy for the last week. Nothing that really sort of sparks meet us or make a comment on. Been a lot of bullshit on the social media. The social media seems to think that like this Pride Month that the world is experiencing, they're just getting too much coloured flags. I'm going, really?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
Life is great. Just had our eldest daughter and grandson visit for a week. Oh, lovely. UK has been a rare heat wave for 3 weeks. Yeah, it's about that time of that pump of the year. Beautiful sunshine down in Jomtien because Shannon's enjoying his retirement. Put in inverted commas. And Chris Brand, g'day Chris, how you doing? We did a bit of a run out last night. We went into the city and partied on for a few bars. So I'm not in 100% fighting form. About 95%. It's all good.
90.
No, but it's good to get out for once in a while. No, we only do it every couple of weeks. But they said we don't do the meetup every couple of weeks anymore. But this is still a meetup. It was one of those meetups that we can go somewhere else without offending anybody.
I was about to make a very bad joke.
Yeah. So I wonder where Oggy is. Like, he's usually on by this time. What's he doing?
Sloggy Yoggy.
Yeah. He's hanging around somewhere, but he's been busy building. I think he was laying floor today. Yes, like it's just one of those things, Robert. Like what can you do? You can already see the multiple, paths going forward for the young lad. I think the most probable path forward is the fact that we'll have him living here for the rest of his life, because I doubt very much he'll recover. How's Chanya doing? Well, she's taking in her stride. She feels like the weight of the world is on her shoulders right now. It's not an affluent family. And I've sort of said, well, why don't we? I can pull money and we can just get the best doctors and shit like that. That's an alternative. But they said they don't want to do that. That's not their style. It's a Thai thing. Thai look after Thai. But yeah, and again, throwing money at the problem, you always get that thing. You get the old Kevin issue, threw money at Kevin, a few years ago, and that really didn't help much at all. Gave him a few more months, but yeah. Not much happening in the way of news, Chris. Pretty slow at the moment. Yeah, it's just one of those slow seasons. We were back, like last night. What was noticeable in the downtown area is not so crowded these days. I think we went to Nana Plaza, and a couple of months ago, it was just like wall to wall people, mostly Chinese, or Asian origin. We assume Chinese, but yeah, they're not here anymore. Looks like it. Is that right, Jerry? What do you think the cause? They're just nobody wants to come again, or what?
Well, I think you're right. It wasn't as crowded. It's low season. It's raining season. So I think we're just in the lull right now until October, November. Yeah. Which is good for us. It gives us the opportunity to get out and enjoy the city without being crushed.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
You know nothing.
Well, I just don't like cities.
You planning to ever come back this way, Slade, or what?
Maybe.
When the finances are all aligned again, is that right?
No, more like when the weather's cleared. Like, yeah, my finances are fine. I'm just a little pissed off, actually.
Yeah, well,
my mother's in Vienna right now, so.
Okay. What's happening in Vienna? Anything specific?
No, she took a river trip.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Good. Question about 30 baht hospital card. Can you use them at the hospital in your area, or are they used over Thailand? I don't even know what a hospital card is. Maybe Robert can give us a bit of a clue on that one. Hey, Oggie's here. G'day, Oggie.
G'day.
G'day, mate.
Got my Guinness and a glass of water, so I'm set.
Okay, well,
Doggy dog.
yeah.
Fire him! Out of the port side cannon.
So as Robert just told us, the 30 baht gold hospital card, and I still don't know what that actually represents or is. I've never heard of
There's
it.
a fucking deer in my yard, excuse me.
Oh, there's plenty of deer in the game.
RP living.
30 baht gold card. I had no idea. You must register at the hospital first. Okay. Well, what does it give you? It just gives you what houses your records or something, does it? Always wait for the delay in the feed.
Delay? There's no delay.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a 30-second delay for the YouTubers. I got a copyright strike on YouTube from something that was recorded 4 years ago on the live stream.
Really?
Really know why. I think there was a warning for it, but there was other came through with a batch of other warnings where somebody was trying to claim the fat rap music. So I must have missed it. And I didn't attend to it, so it gave me a strike. I got to go back to copyright strike school with YouTube. That's a lot of fun. Well, and it's similar to our Medicare card for Thai nationals to use in public hospitals. Oh, okay, only for Thais, right? Okay, so yeah. Well, I've only been to one hospital, which is the Makachai Song, and they've got all my records there because it's the only place I visited. So I guess it's the same. They house your records there. So what's Oggy up to? Did you get the floor down today?
I got it started.
Get it started.
Run to the Lowe's home store to get cabinets and flooring and a new wax ring for the toilet.
Ooh, lovely. That's my favorite part. Not.
Yeah.
Not.
But I got the I got a good start on it today. So that's I can kind of see that there's a train coming at the end of the tunnel. So I'll get run over by Sunday at noon.
I was about to...
That's when I have to head to Vegas.
Yeah, so if you haven't been following Oggy's issue, he's been remodeling his home in whereabouts is your home? Was it Phoenix, Arizona, somewhere? Yeah.
In Florence, Arizona, just outside of Phoenix.
Yeah. He bought last year, and now he's kicked Mum out of the house for 2 weeks while he remodels everything.
I'm just going to get one of the two rooms I wanted to do done. So, but that's okay. Putting in wider doorways and that kind of stuff so that she can get her walker in.
I thought it was for your big ass. Oh,
I'm doing mine too, but
I'm teasing you.
putting pocket doors in.
Okay, there seems to be confusion about the universal health card. You guys can sort it out. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. It just wouldn't suit me, so that's all right. I don't need to know about it. Okay, so yeah, you've clarified that. Okay, cool. Anybody like the country and western music, the hip hop, the 1890s?
are you streaming your bar?
I'm streaming
group?
my bar, yes, the bar group. We need to get a 7-person posse so we can come and have our own band.
There you go.
There you go. Divina! Hi guys, I've enjoyed watching Rockstar. Rochester, New York. Okay. A bit late for you, I would expect. Was it, that'd be sort of, what, 10, what,
11:15.
11 p.m.?
3 hours ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, and aren't you 24 hours in plus?
Yes, it's first time here. Like
14 hours.
we do this chit chat every Saturday morning with a few of our locals. They just pop in, say hello. Sort of just keeps us like, you know, Farangs living abroad, you know, it just gives you a central point every week to sort of come in and say hi to people. A few people do it.
Hi or fuck off.
Then of course after the hour stream, then we flip over to Twitch and actually play some game. But yeah, this is just Saturday morning. How you doing? Have a coffee. Well, my coffee's empty now. But yeah.
Just for Dowlow, I'm eating my trail mix.
Oh, are you? Right, yeah. So Cha Arm Hospital recently turned away one of our Thai friends as they aren't registered in our province. Okay. So it could be another one of these Thai things that varies province to province, I guess.
How far north are they?
I don't know. Well, this is the thing, you'll get, you know, we have a lot of disunity between the different, you know, ways things happen province to province. I guess you get that in America as well, but it's state to state. We get province to province, you know, things.
Well, province to province, state to state is basically the same.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, Texans, considering Mexico and Washington and the northern states.
Yep.
This,
Yeah.
Eastern, with Canada, which is Canada, and that's Alaska, so it's a little complicated. But,
Yeah, I expect the emergency system probably is universal.
it should be pretty universal, yeah. If somebody's in trouble, yeah. But provinces in Southeast Asia are a little different. Like, I hope she's not an O-neg.
That's the way I believe. O negative is a blood type that they're always highly sought over here in Thailand, especially during.
Because I'm an O-neg, okay, and it's a universal donor, and most Asian countries are A or B, so that's highly sought after.
I'm A positive, so.
It's highly sought after because
Well, they do blood drives before, you know, what they call it, you know, high season. I remember seeing the calls going out in October last year.
Because accidents freaking happen
Yeah.
all the time.
Let me know it.
O-neg is the universal donor.
That's right. Just because they pass a law doesn't really mean it actually has been adopted.
Well, that's screwed up. No, it's screwed up because if I have O-neg, I can't get a donor.
Yeah.
I can't get a donor.
I'm just saying, Robert's just saying, some provinces will accept it, some won't. Just because Shannon said they passed a law last year doesn't necessarily mean that the law is being adopted every province, which is what we have in Thailand.
That's why I said, do you ever plan on coming back? I'm like,
Yep.
I don't like the paperwork.
Yep, riding back of a pickup truck, illegal. Hundreds more laws which aren't followed. You know, there's lots of laws here, you know. But it really comes more down to the fact that if you're not hurting anybody and nobody's offended, then it's ignored. It's only when it becomes something of a public nuisance or that level better that they actively pursue something.
Typically, yes.
Which is fine by us. It's just more the Wild West. Not like Australia. You back out of your driveway, the first thing you're doing, you're looking around. Where's the police? Where's the police? It's the sort of attitude.
It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same way in America these days. It's like, geez, am I gonna get a ticket right now? Like, whatever. They're just handing out tickets. It's a police state.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Unless you're a frung, then they'll use the law to their advantage.
which is, of course, the same.
Yeah. David, yes, cost of living, yes, things have gone up a bit. They're trying to get more reduction in the diesel costs. That was something I did read last week. They're trying to push for more reductions in the diesel excise costs or something. Try to sort of keep things that curb the rising costs of living. Yep. Yeah, Krapal Mul was 25 baht, it's now 30 baht. That's a good, is it 18% rise, is it?
It's a decent chunk.
Mind you, that's the thing. It just goes up in 5 baht increments. Doesn't become 26 baht or 27 baht, then 20 baht, 30 baht. That's it. We'll cover it.
Well, hopefully, when it increases exponentially, that's bad news. Then.
Still looking for a place to move to in Bangkok. I've been living here for about 2 years. Whereabouts are you living right now, David? And is Bangkok, a destination that's in your scope, or are you just looking for an alternative?
What was your last name?
That's the other nuisance thing that I had all week. I've had, I'm always saying how good 3BB is. Oh my God. But yeah, they've been building, Mubans everywhere around our area, and they're bringing in these B doubles down our Klong Road, which is barely wide enough for 2 cars. And of course they can't negotiate all the tight turns, and they knock over poles. I've had my internet cut 7 times this week.
I'm sorry.
And it's it's not cut for like 5 minutes, it's down for 3 or 4 hours while I put another pole up. Really? Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, where's the accountability? Let's hope I get a few baht off my next month's bill.
Expect a visitor. D's gonna come say hi.
D?
Salah. Not that girl. Oh no.
Oh, that girl. Desala. Desala, hello.
Hi.
How are you? It's been a while since we spoke to you.
Long time no see. How you been doing?
We've been doing fine. Let me just give you a little bit more volume.
By the way, you're live.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
So what have you been doing, Desala?
Oh, I've been just dealing with school, and now I'm just working.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What you been up to?
Oh, same old, same old. Just enjoying the lack of responsibility that we have here in Thailand.
Oh, I bet that's lovely.
Well, I mean, when I say lack of responsibility, things responsible like you have to get up to go to work every day,
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Yeah, something to look forward to in your senior years. Not to work for the man anymore.
18 more months.
18 more months for you.
For your senior years?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Shannon, our fibre runs along poles that are attached to the Clong Road. That so you got the Clong, you've got the road, and all the poles are in the centre of that, and yeah, they obstruct flow of traffic effectively. If you've got a B double coming down the road. But yeah, so that was life.
You'd have to be there, like when they have these huge trucks stacked with whatever, like rice bales or pottery or whatever, and they run into the telephone pole.
Normally they go under low bridges and lose their load. But yeah, there's lots of little memes running around of those overloaded Thai trucks with rice, and they go in this corner and. But we did catch one ourselves. I think we drove into the mall. Actually, I was going to show these photos. Hold on. We went to the mall, and I got to find a way to get that over onto there. Hold on.
Well, no. What about on the Vespa? There's things that are stacked like way too high. Like, how do you manage like? Never mind. It's just physically. It seems physically impossible, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, so we went to the mall, right? This is the Mall Bangkay, and it's an absolute mind-blowing experience when you've been to the mall for the last, for forever, and they're doing a remodel. But they're just not doing it. It's almost a complete rebuild. It's an absolute ghost town of a place. It really was quite impressive. Just everything shut.
Let's gut it. Well, yeah. Don't go this. No, they gut everything. When I was over there in Thailand.
Well, I'm used to seeing gutting out. They had 1 or 2 shop fronts to do a refab or refurnish or whatever. In this case, they've ripped out everything.
No, I've seen them demolish entire brick buildings.
You get
fired. Your tenant's out. Like, they just demolish the building and rebuild it. It's like,
they've demolished 2 malls in my city alone. 3 actually.
Yeah, but this is not being demolished. This is being refurbished, but they're doing it all at once. It's just.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Wait for it.
Just,
Hey,
it's just surreal.
At least there's some hope that the mall will survive somewhere else.
But they did have concierge trucks, taking you from one end of the mall to the other, because the car parks at the other end and the MRT's at this end, so they've still got walk-through, and they got these little red trucks that run around, take you from one side to the other.
Oh, that's so cute! That is adorable.
And that was I think I blurred that one. I moved that with the trash. Out last night. Yep. Look who we bumped into. Trying to get home. What a terrible photo. Okay. Enough photos.
Oh, they're playing Appalachian music. They're playing moonshine music.
Moonshine music, that's what it is. I wonder if we get copyright strike for that. It's in the game.
No. Appalachia is a place.
There was news recently that AIS is trying to buy out 3B, but that is under review by the government. I think it does create what they call a monopoly situation, and probably won't get through that one. I think that is already happening. It was installed the cable in my condo. They gave me a SIM card and 20 gigabyte data a month with no charge. So I have to install the fibre, and 3B came out. Well, 3BB have been the incumbent, major lines providers across the country. There might be something going on there. But again, they're just, the linesmen are only contractors anyway, so, and they probably just, it's like Thailand. The contractor's been asked to do the job, but he works for one company, but he's doing it for the other, because there's a bit of money going on. I'm only saying that simply because of the fact that if you wanted to, we were going to take Ben to the hospital in an ambulance. Okay, so that was going to cost 1,200 baht, and I said, just get it done. But they took him in the car anyway. But what happens there is the fact that B, which is Chanya's older brother, used to be an ambulance driver, so he's going to pay somebody else 600 baht to borrow the ambulance truck that driver runs and take Ben to the hospital. Why? Because that's what happens in Thailand.
I'll just say strap him to the hood, make sure he doesn't bleed out, and we'll get him there quick. Yeah.
True bought DTAC last year, yeah. But again, my phone still, my carrier still says DTAC, even though I'm with a sub-carrier. The modem and the billing is 3BB, but the free month SIM is AIS. Well, maybe this could be just what they call an interim. Yeah.
So how far along in this game are you?
Oh, I'm in game. Oggy and Todd are sort of still midway through the game. But we started to do some of the free roaming missions, which is what we're waiting for, because I get more time than the other two, so my character levels up a lot faster.
I've never played this, but I've seen some gameplay. It looks interesting.
It's, as you can see, it's a fairly difficult game to play on a non-gaming rig. It's the high graphics and everything else. Mind, it does run on a PS5 or PS4 or PS5. It was built for consoles first, so. Yep. Mm-hmm. But it was on special last month. The other guys got it. I bought it on special a few years ago. But it's a good game. It whiles away the hours. It's entertaining. We worked out a way to get rid of all the griefers, so we now play in a private console session. So we don't have to deal we don't have to deal with everybody else. The
hackers.
How do people grief?
Because of the game model is what they call peer-to-peer, so they run what they call overlays on the game, which then allow them to bring in things that they can't actually have in the game. Like there's things in the game that the NPCs use against us, like cannons and what they call machine guns and things like that. Well, they can spawn them in with this console that has been made for nefariously for people. And you can your horse blows up, you blow up, you're riding along, and then you've got a grizzly on your back, second pillar, like things like just weird shit. You're walking along through the middle of the street, and all of a sudden you're wearing a flying saucer, things like that. Just useless crap.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Useless console commands. It's useless console command hacks. It's just.
I see.
So yeah, well, I found out there was a way to actually have a private session, so you can still play the game as the game is intended in a private session with your friends. So we're playing PvE co-op. Well, not quite co-op. I've shot Oggy a few times. He's shot me a few times. but we're not running around griefing each other. Like you get the people. Some people that get so griefed because if something goes wrong. I remember one of the last things I had on the public server was somebody come up to me, shot me, and I go, the game mechanics, okay, I flagged him as being an enemy. When I respawned, okay, I can see him on the map, so I shot him. He didn't die. Okay. So I shot him again. I shot him 20 times in the head. There is no way you can survive 20 shots to the head. Now the guy was running in God mode. What's the point of playing in a public server if you've set yourself in God mode where you can't be killed, but then you run around killing people? It's like it's just
cheating.
It's not so much cheating. It's just pointless.
It's bitch. It's called bitch mode.
So you just we now play the game, and again, like people complain about the stability of the game in the public servers. Yes, it falls over every 5 minutes. Well, not every 5 minutes, that's an exaggeration, but I had it falling over every 5 minutes a couple of weeks ago. Okay, well, that was one of the reasons why I found the private session. But ever since we went private, rock solid, hasn't crashed once.
Well,
So-
yeah, but
so all
it
the,
worked out for you.
yeah, so the crashing is from all the griefers, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Other than that, it's a good game to play. Right, Shannon, I am, same Robert, I've been with DTAC for 4 years, after 14 years of True. When I was in Chiang Mai last month, network switched to True on a few occasions. Gaming stuff? Oh, we're just talking about the gaming stuff, Darlo. How are you, mate? How's life treating you? You back here yet? I think he said he was back here. We're trying to keep track of where everybody is. But yeah, so yeah, it's a very stable game, and you know, if you want to join us, you just need the game. That's all.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I will need to get some more
Dollars.
memory and space because
And
this
memory.
laptop needs an external hard drive.
All right. The older computers just will not run it, unfortunately.
I made an unfortunate choice when getting this computer. So what happened was with my old laptop that had a lot more space on it, the screen broke, and I kind of panicked because I had an assignment due the next day. So I'm like, I told my roommate, we need to go to Walmart and get a new PC.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked this one thinking there was more space, but there's not. So I currently only have 28 gigs left.
Right. You probably should have talked to somebody like me about the choice of laptop before you bought it.
Well, like I said, I was panicking, so I wasn't thinking clearly.
I know what that's
I
like.
mean, it's still a great PC. I mean, I've been playing Empyrean and I've been playing Valheim on it, and it's
Yeah.
run great.
Yeah, well, those two games will run. You know, the less performance is not a problem. Yes, now,
Yeah.
Todd has a girl's voice today. His name is Desala. Todd's up in the air. Todd's
flitting about today.
Todd's being a bird again. The bird is a word. So he's
Sola actually has a very good voice. You should actually listen to her sing sometime.
You're going to sing for us, are you? Do you know the words to this song?
Not tonight.
You're live.
It's all right. She knows. We've
Is
got
she
3BB
live or
internet
is she
at our place.
Memorex?
Yeah, look, as I said, I've been totally happy with 3BB for the last 10 odd years that we've had it. Never had any issue. Like you get the occasional, probably once every 6 months, that something goes wrong. It was linesmen from opposition companies fiddling with the box. You know, I remember when we were in Nong-Kem, you know.
Oh,
I-
I'm going to
The
war
internet
with
would go out, and you'd look out the window, and there's somebody from AIS in the little fibre junction
they're
box.
like actually fighting each other. They're actually fighting each other. It's like,
That's
hey,
just-
fuck off!
yeah.
What are you figure it out? Like, seriously.
But yeah, so that was the thing. You look out the window, and you got an AIS or a True guy in the little junction box, because they share all the same infrastructure, I'm sure. You know, so he's fiddling in there and takes your Yep. Did you just shut me out of the game? Did you? Yeah, little.
You've been sitting idle too long.
Ooh,
Exit. Oh well.
talking
Oh,
too
found-
much shit.
Found a treasure.
Oggy.
Yay.
Oggy found a treasure. I just heard the clicking. Tick, 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 tick. Wasn't paying any attention. Yeah, so what was I saying?
1.39 gold bars.
Fighting over the.
Yeah, that's right. So that's it. You know, it wasn't 3BB causing the ad. It was just some rogue linesman pulls the cable. You know, but that did go down for 10, 15 minutes, and you know, it's back again. I don't know what they were doing, but obviously bumped something. But this whole last week, it's stabilised now after 3 days. they said they were going to reroute my connection. I don't know why they reroute. Should be rerouting the whole subdivision, if that's going to happen all the time. But it's all working now. I wonder what you can get up to when you're in jail.
Oh, I'm evilly chatting with Desola right now. She wants to know exactly.
Exactly what?
What? Hold on now. Don't make me look like a. No, I was just I know you're talking about Red Dead Redemption. I was just
We're actually talking about the Valheim server, and he did.
Yeah, the Valheim server. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome anytime.
Yeah, I have to reconfigure because we got set up for Plus. And I haven't got a.
Remember, yeah, they're configured for Plus. Remember, and we had to uninstall Plus.
That's right.
That headache.
Yeah, that headache.
That headache. It's
That's
not
right.
that hard, but it's a headache. It's in there, but.
I mean, it wasn't too much of a pain for me. I know.
Well, no,
I know.
he's the one that gave us the advice to do it, and then we did it. Like, yeah. Pardon my French.
I've got sinus congestion. Sorry.
Yeah, it must be somewhere. Pollen.
Anyway, getting back to Robert Groves, all the renovations, extensions are done. She'll be doing some landscaping before I get there. Sounds good. We'll have to make our way down to see your house there, Dowlo. Come and visit, since you can't seem to make it to Bangkok or anywhere else when you get over here. Slacker.
Who's dying?
No, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's just me as usual. Halfway dead.
Have another cigarette. What's the latest on weed stuff? I've really heard nothing. We've got 5 shops up in Salia, so when we walked into Nana Place last night. This is the very front, the first building on the right, the first shop on the right is a weed shop inside Nana Plaza. Who'd have thought? But yeah. Everything's in idle mode there until they actually, form a government, and then we'll know what's going on.
Yeah, I was about to say, you said something about they repealed it. Now they did. Now like there were coffee shops that were like, boom, open. The minute the law is passed, boom.
That's it.
And then it closes down again. Boom,
well, nothing's been closed down yet, but yeah. There's different threads of information we hear. The word on the street from the Thai people I know sort of goes along with the form that they're going to bring in some laws, but it'll just be business as usual. Nothing will change. They don't feel that it's going to be recriminalised. That's what they're feeling. The people who run the shops. But yeah,
it's worth too much money for the industry. Period.
Yeah, and there is taxes being collected on it, which is something they didn't have before. Taxes going into the right coffers.
Into the right coffers. Which exactly are the right coffers? Oh wait, I could be persecuted and dragged back there to Thailand if I tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, well, probably just don't tell them that. That's it. You're living in a different country, so.
Do they still have a king? No.
I ate a couple of cookies before getting on the plane back last trip. More entertaining watching the Indian passengers in the movies, I'm sure it was. You mean Australian customs didn't have a blood test on the way back into the country and sort of put you in jail for cannabis abuse? Wouldn't surprise me.
Cannabis abuse? The only death I've ever heard of from cannabis is somebody being stuffed with like 7 kilos of hashish, and their stomach had nothing to do with THC.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me, I just got to get that out of my nose. Oh, whatever it was. Oh.
There's never been a recorded death in history of cannabis. Like,
Mark, g'day, Thailand. G'day, Mr. Mark. How you doing? Hey, Joe Elliott. G'day, Joe. How you doing? Nice to have you drop in. We're just having our normal Saturday morning chit-chat with Slade dying of respiratory disease there. Me with a bit of a sinusy problem, but you know, what you get when you drink alcohol the night before. Robert Groves, it was hilarious. I'm sure they just act like they were just never been on a plane before. I think most of them have never been on a plane before. I read there was one Indian last week or the week before opened the door, claustrophobic, opened the door on the runway and something or other. Was that here in Thailand or was it somewhere else? It wasn't a Thai, it was an Indian or something from memory. Just wanted to get off the plane.
Whoops.
So what's Oggy doing? What's Oggy up to?
Ain't up to nothing.
Just trying to just get the watch.
It
screen.
immediately sounds suspicious. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, he's out there talking to Gus. What's Gus doing? All good, all good.
Drink it. I got the stuff to buy. I got the stuff for him, but I don't have the money.
You need to get some more money then, don't you?
Well, I just bought 2 Lamont revolvers.
Oh, did you?
So, yeah,
You'll like them.
I hope so. I was getting tired of.
Yes,
Getting
Robert was
ganked.
telling us he had some rain this week, which is odd. Todd wasn't down there. Todd, the rain god.
I thought he was just always sniffing for something wet.
Who? No, Todd went to Charm, and you know we have, you know, Robert telling us it's a desert down there, you know, and as soon as Todd arrives, it rains in Charm. So now we call Todd the rain god. How much you paying for your water bill still, Robert, or is it sort of settled down now? He was paying a monthly water bill, yearly, out what we would pay in a year from what he was paying last time.
Really.
Packing consists of 2 laptops. 2 laptops. 2,500 baht a month. Yes, yeah, we pay about maybe 120 baht a month. That's a lot of water usage.
Having to refill your pool every day?
No, he's got a lot. He's got 3 rye, isn't it? And he's got a lot of grass.
Oh.
And there's a desert down there. To keep the grass looking green, you got to give it water.
Yeah. Well, I don't have grass.
Grow weed instead, like I do. Never mind.
Yes, we're going to try to make our way down to see Dowlow when he gets back, and you know, see if we can organise a ride down. It's not too far. It's only somewhat PopeKael. I know roughly where it is. There's a couple of things to do down that area. So, you know, I'd like to go and re-video the ancient Siam theme park. Last time I was there, I think I did photos. There might be a video. I think there's video on my old stuff. But reshoot that, you know.
I really like Sawan Kalak. They're really nice people there.
12,000 litres of water a day. Eesh.
Look at the liver there. Yes.
Absolutely. This trip is work only, but over a weekend, anything is possible. Sounds good. Watching what's going on over here.
The original seat.
Yeah, well, it was a lovely place. I remember sort of it's the first time I've ever touched a what they call a 20-foot long python. It's about that round in the centre. It was to get up close and touch a python like that. Is just an experience you don't get to have very many times in your lifetime, especially one that doesn't want to wrap itself around you.
May I interrupt? I had that happen to me when I was very young. I'm a herpetologist. I like to herpetology actually, and that thing it took 3 people
to get it off you.
Yeah.
Are you not a herpophiliac?
Back on 29th of July for Mum's 80th.
Do you live in Thailand? Yeah. Well, I did. Yeah. There are reptile people there.
Yeah, water shortage the next month. Yeah, Robert's used all the water. There's no water left. Robert's used it all. Niall! Hey! How's the young Irishman doing? When we expect to see Mr. Niall back here? We miss you, buddy. We went to an Irish pub for dinner last night. They did fish and chips.
I think my metal detector bugged. I got to reboot.
Relog. Won't make noises?
Nope.
Yeah. Weird.
No noise, no light. It's the map is saying that it's there.
You might have got it yesterday.
Not after 11, so.
Yeah, we did the Irwin Museum.
Reset.
Yeah, we did the Irwin Museum last year or the year before, and they got signs everywhere around Irwin Museum. No video, no video. We snuck a little bit of footage in, but much to the jargon of everybody, the staff wondering, like people are running around with taking video with their mobile phones, not a peep out of anybody, but as soon as you got out a video camera, oh, weird. Anyway, we did shoot some, but it's a nice place. It's an interesting build. I won't go into it. You can watch the video.
There's no video.
No, there was a video. I'd go to the back catalogue. Plenty of water here in our dams in Petchabun, yes. Petchaburi.
Pet your booty. Is it a stupa?
Pet your booty?
Pet your booty.
Oh, pet your booty.
So when are you coming back, Niall? Have you got it all penciled in as a next visit? Or are you giving up, trying to get out of prison?
Apparently it has changed. That's weird.
Pet your booty.
Go through 10,000 litres in 40 minutes. I can just imagine on a hot day, just turn the sprinklers on and run through the backyard.
That was my childhood.
Can you get one of those little plastic mat things, 40-foot long plastic mats and slip and slides? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's do a slip and slide down at Robert's place.
Oh, we had the natural rock slide up at what was that? Not Rimrock. What's the other pass?
Oh, damn.
Not White, but the other one. Anyways, yeah, it was fun. You go up there and slide down this rock. This stream had a big long rock slide you could go down.
What you do with it? So we have hills hoists in Australia. I don't know if you have hills hoists. There's a pole with 4 things that come out from the top, and then strung with wire, which you hang your clothes on, right? But what you do is you put a rope on two ends, the opposite ends, and you have one person with one end of the rope, and he starts swinging the hills hoist around, and the person gets on the other end of the rope on the other end of the hills hoist, and you put plastic down outside, and it's like a slip and slide, but it's circular. Yeah, it's fun. Because it's
Darwin
like,
Award.
That's
Okay, so,
it.
yeah, so the Darwin Award. Okay, let's see who knocks their head off first. Okay, yeah, well, pretty much. We drank out of the we drank out of hoses.
Drank out of hoses, yes. We didn't die.
Dive. Fucking, you have no idea. Yeah. People are like, oh my God, I'm offended at your boast. I'm like, go drink out of the hose. Go drink out of, like, literally.
Exactly. Well, that's life now, isn't it? We make adjustments to the ridiculous shit that we have to deal with.
I think it's funny. Somebody was asking what you guys didn't have sinks back then. Yeah, but we had sinks, but we weren't allowed in the house.
Yeah, get out of the house. Go play in the desert. Find a lizard, a scorpion. I don't care. Get out.
Yep, exactly.
You're not allowed in the house. I'm busy.
My mom was the same way. I don't want to see you in here until the streetlights come back on.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't have streetlights.
Yeah, well.
When she wanted me to come home, she'd go out and honk the horn. And every family had a different horn honk.
That's a development there, Niall. Niall's telling us the fact that he brought his lady to Ireland. I bet she doesn't like the wet. Della, couple of mark it up. That's for the admission fee. Yeah. Oh, petrol for the Vulcan. Okay, right. Good. Good stuff. Okay. I'm back home for a month. Yes, I just looked at the time. We need to get things wrapped up. 5 minutes left. Yes, so how does your girl like the Irish weather? That would be a good question. I hear a lot of Thais when they go to these foreign countries. The one thing that they really never get used to is the change in the weather conditions.
It's fucking cold! God damn it!
Yeah, sort of. I know. I keep on saying a broken record. Chanya's first day landing in Australia, getting out of the airport, right? First words out of her mouth, Australia now, ma. Australia now, ma. It was 14 degrees Celsius. And that was like spring. That was spring. Yes.
She turned around and got back on the plane, right?
No, well, she actually stayed for 10 weeks, but it was all right.
It took me a while to acclimate getting back, actually. I was like...
You get in the contract or the fake grass on the balcony of my 2-bedroom condo requires 0 water, but you can see plenty of it, 50 metres to the ocean.
Oh yeah.
I have a gig next month, so I'll do a video for you. Yeah, well that's when we want to sort of see what's going on your neck of the woods. Part of the crazy crew over here, even though you're not here. Anyway, we should wrap it up. Any last comments from anybody sort of want to say anything before we get out of here? We're going to switch over to Twitch now and actually play the game. I know we got a bit of in the background, but we're going to play games now. Okay, where's the buttons? Get the fade out music. Let's get out of here. Thanks for joining us. We will talk to you next time, next Saturday. Todd will be back with us, I'm sure, and we'll play the closing music. Closing screen, there we go. Peace out, bye for now.
I want you to lift me up so high, a place that no one's ever been. Take me to oblivion. I wanna feel the dark with you.
I actually need to let the horse out and feed it.